A terrible story from the hotel. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today, I have a wild story to share with you all. So, you know how sometimes you just need a little getaway to relax and recharge? Well, I thought I was in for a peaceful weekend at this hotel that looked absolutely amazing online. Spoiler alert, it was anything but peaceful. Chapter 1, The Arrival. So, picture this. I arrive in this charming little city I've been dying to visit. The sun is shining, birds are singing, and I'm in the best mood ever. I pull up to the hotel, and honestly, my first thought is, this looks a bit different from the photos. The exterior was kind of run down, with peeling paint and overgrown shrubs. I walk into the lobby, and it's dim. Like, really dim. There's this strange musty smell, kind of like old books mixed with something I couldn't quite place. But hey, maybe it's just an old building with character, right? I'm an optimistic person. I head over to the front desk, and the receptionist is engrossed in her phone. I stand there for a solid minute before she finally looks up and gives me the most uninterested, "Can I help you?" I tell her I'm checking in, give her my name, and she barely says a word. Chapter 2, The Room Reveal. I make my way to the elevators, and the hallway is strangely quiet. The carpet has these weird stains, and the wallpaper is starting to peel in places. There's a flickering light at the end of the corridor that gives off total creepy vibes. I get into the elevator, and it's creaky. Like, every time it moves, it makes this groaning sound. I'm just praying it doesn't get stuck between floors. Walking to my room, I notice more stains on the carpet and even a faint smell of something. I still can't figure out what it is. I reach my room, swipe the keycard, and push the door open. The first thing that hits me is the smell. It's this overpowering mix of mildew and some kind of chemical cleaner. The room itself looks like it hasn't been updated since the 80s. The curtains are this hideous shade of brown, and they have holes in them. The furniture is scratched up, and there's a thick layer of dust on the desk. Chapter 3, Unexpected Discoveries. Trying to stay positive, I figure I'll just relax on the bed for a bit. I set my suitcase down and pull back the covers to find stained sheets. Not just tiny stains either. Big, questionable stains that make me recoil in disgust. I decide to check the bathroom, thinking maybe a hot shower will help. I step inside and immediately notice hair in the sink. Not just one or two strands, but enough to make me gag. The toilet seat is up, and there's a mysterious yellow stain on the rim. Then, as I'm standing there in disbelief, a cockroach scurries across the bathroom floor. At this point, I'm thinking maybe I can freshen up a bit and just tough it out. I open my suitcase and realize I forgot to pack my toiletry bag. I pick up the phone to call the front desk and ask if they have any complimentary toiletries. The phone doesn't work. There's no dial tone. Nothing. Chapter 4, The Staff Encounter. I head back to the front desk, and the receptionist looks up with a sigh as I approach. I just checked into room 312, and I've run into a few issues. She raises an eyebrow. What kind of issues? Well, for starters, the sheets are stained. There's hair in the sink. I saw a cockroach in the bathroom, and the phone isn't working, I explain. She rolls her eyes slightly. Housekeeping has left for the day. I can have them clean your room tomorrow. Tomorrow? I kind of need clean sheets and a working phone tonight, I say. She sighs again. We don't have any other clean rooms available. Is there any way to get clean sheets that I can put on myself? I ask. She looks at me like I'm asking for the world. I guess I can find some extra linens. She disappears into a back room and returns with a stack of sheets, handing them to me without a word. Chapter 5. The situation escalates. Back in my room, I attempt to change the sheets. As I remove the old ones, I notice the mattress has stains too. Lovely. I put on the new sheets, which thankfully seem clean. As evening rolls around, I decide to watch some TV to unwind. The remote doesn't work. Around 11 p.m., I hear loud noises from the hallway. People are shouting and laughing loudly. I peek out the peephole and see a group of people stumbling around, clearly intoxicated. They start banging on doors, including mine, and running down the hall. I call the front desk from my cell phone since the room phone is dead. There's a group of noisy guests causing a disturbance on my floor. They're banging on doors and being really loud, I explain. She sighs audibly. I'll look into it. But the noise continues for another hour. I try calling again, but now no one is answering. Just when I think things can't get worse, the power in my room goes out. It's pitch black. Chapter 6, Seeking Resolution. Fed up, I get dressed and head down to the lobby once more. The receptionist is there, scrolling through her phone. The power in my room just went out. The noisy guests are still causing a disturbance. And no one answered when I called. I state. She shrugs. There's a fuse box in the hallway. You can flip the switch yourself. Okay, I want a refund. I'm checking out, I demand. She smirks slightly. Our policy states no refunds for cancellations within 24 hours. You've got to be kidding me. This is unacceptable, I say. She shrugs again. Sorry, it's policy. At this point, I'm done. I march back to my room to pack up. As I'm gathering my things, I hear scratching sounds coming from the corner. I shine my phone's flashlight and see a mouse scurrying along the baseboard. I hastily pack everything and practically sprint out of the room. On my way out, I see another guest arguing loudly with the receptionist about bedbugs in his room. Chapter 7. The Last Straw. I get in my car and drive away, not entirely sure where I'm headed, but knowing I can't stay there a minute longer. I pull into the parking lot of a chain hotel I've stayed at before. It's late, but the front desk clerk greets me with a warm smile. Do you have a reservation? She asks. No, I don't. Is there any chance you have a room available? I reply. Yes, we have a room with a king-size bed available. Will that work for you? She says kindly. That would be perfect. I sigh in relief. She quickly gets me checked in, and even offers me a complimentary toiletry kit when I mention I forgot mine. Chapter 8. Aftermath. I get to my room, and it's like night and day compared to the dump I just left. The room is clean, smells fresh, and everything works. I decide to call the corporate office of the first hotel to file a complaint. I explain everything that happened, from the dirty room to the unhelpful staff and the safety concerns. The customer service representative listens attentively and apologizes profusely. We take these matters very seriously, she assures me. Thank you, I reply, feeling slightly better. Chapter 9. Lessons learned. Reflecting on this whole fiasco, I've definitely learned a few things. First, always read recent reviews before booking. Also, trust your instincts. If something feels off when you arrive, don't hesitate to leave or ask for changes. For those of you watching, if you ever find yourself in a similar situation, remember to document everything. Take photos, keep a record of names and times when you spoke to staff. This can be really helpful if you need to escalate the issue. Know your rights as a consumer. Policies are policies, but if a hotel fails to provide basic standards of cleanliness and safety, you have grounds to demand a refund or compensation. Conclusion. Well, that's my crazy hotel horror story. I hope sharing this experience helps some of you avoid similar nightmares. Thanks so much for sticking around and listening to my story. If you've ever had a travel disaster, please share it in the comments below. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it or felt my pain. And be sure to subscribe to the channel for more stories and adventures. Until next time, stay safe out there, and may all your travels be wonderful.